It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, and Tom Griswold. And now, here's Tom.
Bob and Tom.
Where was I? Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Once again, we're worldwide at American Forces Radio. Glad to be here, glad to be there. Let's see now, we have our engineer, Ace Cosby. Today, the man in black. Across the way, it's Chick McGee, sports desk.
Better move the trophy.
The trophy. Once again, on the windowsill behind me, the farther to the left,
That's a sliding
the
scale.
trophy is, the worse the mood Chick is in.
Shut up.
Chick, where would you like that trophy to be?
Crammed it up old Tom's behind.
Is it powdery and apparently the subtlety of the humor is also...
The wide end first.
reduced. Look at this. We have the flannel twins.
Yeah.
Comedian Reno Collier and Josh Arnold right over there. This is Tom speaking. That's Christy Lee at the
Godwin's
Navy.
got the tablecloth shirt on.
Yeah, he does.
Nice.
I do, yeah.
Oh, that's a good shirt.
That is a good shirt.
Now,
Is that a good shirt?
let's see. There's Christy at the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. This is Tom speaking. And
I don't
coming
know a
up...
good shirt. You know a good shirt, Tom? You don't know a good shirt either.
You wear the same
He wears the
shirt.
same shirt every day.
You know, there's a
have a
Steve
number of
Irwin
shirts.
collection.
You got epaulets or you got Michael Jackson thing going on.
It's a different shirt.
Hey, going on safari.
Hey, Tom, you on safari?
Yeah.
Now, Reno, you weren't here with us yesterday, but I think you missed something. This shirt kind of probably reminds you of like an explorer.
Yeah, an adventurer.
You nailed it. Yeah,
Don't
explorer.
you think? I mean,
Yeah,
seriously.
just like Dora the Explorer.
It does, hiker.
Where's the map? Where's the map?
You know, it's like you're on a safari. You've got it's kind of a like cotton 2-pocket functional shirt. I like these very much. We had a news story yesterday about a guy who has a book out. His name is Colin O'Brady. He set out to become the first person to walk across Antarctica, albeit on skis, alone and unaided. So this guy trekked across Antarctica.
Wrote a book about it.
It's called The Impossible First. And when a book comes out, obviously they print highlights. And I'm not making this up. The headline of the story is first person to cross Antarctica alone, pooped his pants halfway through, had to continue using the same underwear for 38 days. So,
What a book.
yeah.
What a great, fantastic. That's a coffee table book.
Apparently-
Chapter 1, I'm chafed.
He says that he ate some high nutrition, homemade nutrition bars that gave him some indigestion. He was in negative 25 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, so it's frozen.
Well, he was trying to
Maybe there wasn't any.
pass some gas.
Yeah, it was
as it
all
says here. He says, I attempted to break wind, but, quote, more than gas came out.
Antarctica.
Yes. yes. And then then this poor guy had to keep walking.
Good God.
That's how much he hates his wife.
Yeah. He had 375 pounds of gear that he was towing on a sled, but
No, honey, I got to try it again.
he didn't think to pack 2 pairs of underwear.
I think it.
I was gone for 36 hours this weekend. I had 3 pairs of underwear.
Yeah.
So, all right. Just saying.
Of course.
Well, I think there's some weight that has to be considered. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey,
Hi,
Donnie, how
Donnie.
are you?
I can't believe this dude packed his drawers with a mud falcon and plowed through it all the way to the North Pole. Ain't he heard of roadside assistance? Swear to
Well,
God.
it was the South Pole, but it's close.
Well, I don't care if it was Sierra Desert, Tom. Why would he tell anybody about
I
it?
don't know.
I mean, if I let one slip, that's between me and my Lord and Savior. Ain't nobody else's business. 48 days. I mean, it's one thing to drop a deuce, but there ain't no need to incubate it. Swear to God. It's like them monkeys that carry around their dead babies for days trying to nurse them and stuff. You've seen them, Christy. You know, they start feeding off the flies around their face. It's pathetic.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I understand he's trying to sell the book he wrote, but that's one page he should have left out.
I agree.
Or used a wipe with. Swear to God. And that's the problem nowadays. People ain't got no shame no more. You know?
Yeah.
Back when I was growing up, if you went mudding in your tough skins, you'd tap out and ride your huffy straight home.
Yeah.
You know? Standing up while pedaling, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
You laugh, but if not, the resale value on your banana seat's going to go way down.
Great point, Donnie.
You sure as hell ain't going to tell nobody, let alone write about it in a yearbook, you know? When I was a kid, if one of your buddies let loose in his Levi's, they'd try to hide it like, a sick dog headed toward the woods. But, hey, Lonnie, why are you walking like a cowboy? You going to rustle up some two-ply there, Pilgrim? See him walking back to the library looking like Fred Sanford's. Because if kids found out you pooped yourself, you're done. You may as well tell your parents to move to a different county or Arizona. Don't believe me? Just ask Jake Wilson from my high school.
Oh, okay.
I just got back from his second wedding last weekend, and people are still calling him Brownie. I swear to God. He could be president of the United States. They'd call him Brownie. And you think they would have gone with a vanilla cake, not swirl at the reception. I swear to God. Still haunts him. But the fact remains, for most of us, our sphincters are right 99% of the time.
Sure.
It's just that 1%, though, that'll make you wish you hadn't worn, white after Labor Days. That 1% will ruin your pants and your kid's graduation party. 1% will wreck any good man or woman.
Sure.
To the point, I won't even sneeze in front of company because I don't want to chance it. Especially if you got the flu or head, foot, mouth disease. I remember one time I was sicker than a dog, rode my Huffy back home. Isn't Huffy, but had mongoose parts. I barely made it. Not to say it was bad, but my mom, Phyllis, she thought I was running bathwater. I swear to God. Put that in your Calgon commercial, Tom. I gotta go.
Thank you very much, Donnie. That was
wonderful.
Yeah, that was a treat.
Thanks.
very helpful. I want to wreck your banana seat.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Terrible topic.
Well, no, this guy wrote this book. That's the headline. I can't help it. I just think it just shows he didn't prepare.
Well,
No, I think he would not be able to take his pants off in that weather.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a change.
But when he finally got to set up his tent or whatever, don't you think?
why wouldn't he have worn a diaper then, and then put underwear over it?
I don't know. I guess he didn't plan on.
I think every ounce is counted probably in what he packs.
I don't know. I don't know. I first of all, under no circumstances would I ever do that.
Sure.
Because I have friends, not a lot of them, but I got enough that I want to. I'm going to Antarctica. See you later. Which of all random things reminds me, there's a great new thing out there. It's not really a podcast. The great recording artist James Taylor has released an audio book, straight to audio. I don't think it's available as an actual book, but it's the story of his first 21 years, and it's only about 90 minutes long. Really fascinating if you're a fan of. He's got an amazing life story, and his dad at one point went to Antarctica for 2 years and left the family.
Whoa.
In North Carolina.
Yeah, they ended up getting divorced.
His father was a very distinguished physician and professor, but it's a great story if you're a fan of his music. It's really interesting as to how he got where he got, and has a lot of applications to the lives of all of us. So if you are a fan, I certainly would recommend it. Now, we are going to return to the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk after I explain that hitting the road this week, Josh Arnold, are you off again this week?
I am, yeah. Okay. No. I'm not working this weekend.
Okay, but you are working down the road.
Yes, March something or other.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Each gig, to him, is like a child.
He loves it.
March 13th and 14th. I'll be in Cape Girardeau, Missouri.
There we go.
At Laughing Gas.
Yeah. There we go.
Laughing Gas.
Laughing Gas. All right.
That's the name
Please
of the
tell me
It's actually a pretty great name because
is a little clown farting on the logo.
The owners, his wife is a dentist.
Oh,
So it's kind of an inside cute thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nitrous.
So if the club had been called Speculums,
Yes, you could guess what.
I see. We could go. This could go a lot of ways. I wanted to mention that Mr. Godwin is going to get together with Reno Collier for a set of shows Thursday, March 5th in Cincinnati at the Redmore, and then in Louisville at Diamond's Concert Hall on the 6th, which is a Friday the 7th, Evansville. So we got 3 shows in a row with the Reno Collier Pat Godwin show.
Yeah,
right.
Have fun.
That'll be
Big
very
shows.
cool. So I'm sorry, Christy.
2 of you together?
It's going to be a blast.
Wow.
We did New Year's together.
We did a long time
Back
ago.
when we trained.
Yeah, I was with my ex-wife.
I remember.
Yeah, that was when we were about to get married, and she's all drunk. We're getting married.
I remember.
And little did I,
Well, we had 5 shows that
Hey,
night.
you were drunk too, so
I was
We had
hammered.
5 shows that night.
And it snowed like crazy, and we had to take that cab. Remember?
Yeah, well, I
Five
remember.
shows.
This is
When
a
did
good
you
podcast.
start? 2?
Yeah. Thank you, Josh. Oh, thank God the phone's ringing.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, gang, it's Larry King.
Larry.
How you cats? Hey, you cats take me on your tour sometime. It'll be a blast, won't it?
Love it.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'd
Are you
love
going to do... never mind.
We'll meet you there. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Hey, I haven't talked to you cats for a while. Thought I'd catch you up. Did you watch Chaka Khan singing the national anthem
Chaka Khan.
before the NBA All-Star game last weekend?
It was good.
Wow. To say it was impressive would be an understatement. But I appreciated the song lasting as long as it did. It gave me time to prepare and file my taxes, reshingle my roof, and express my dog Mitzi's anal gland all before tip-off.
It was a long national anthem. I'll tell
Oh,
you what.
man. And by the by, at halftime, I took the opportunity to dye my pubes with Just for Men Ash Brown number 72.
That's what I use.
Word to the wise, don't leave it on too long. My pubes look like Elvis's pompadour in 1958.
Oh.
Very, very dark. Gang, I had a big day myself yesterday.
Did you? What'd you
I met
do?
up with my attorney.
Oh.
As you know, I'm getting a divorce, going through it. My soon-to-be ex and I had a fairly amicable split. It was the typical. She thought I spend too much time at work, and I thought she spent too much time banging our son's baseball coach. Anyway, I decided to put together a new will. Now, I'll urge everyone, if you don't have a will, get one right away. You never know when you're going to get hit by a car or choke on a ping pong ball at a bachelor party. Lucky for me, the stripper knew the Heimlich.
Oh.
I now make it a point to never sit in the front row at bachelor parties.
Shooting ping pong balls.
That's famous.
Oh, it wasn't a beer pong answer?
This is part of the stuff you'll get on the tour with me, gang. My will is pretty basic. To George, my handyman, I left my hammer, my writing mower, my hedge clippers, and my signed copy of Saved by the Bell, The College Years on Blu-ray. Signed by none other than Mr. Belding himself, Dustin Haskins.
Wow.
I'm leaving $2 million to my dollars to my favorite charity, Bow Ties for Bitches. They basically provide free bow ties to vicious dogs in shelters to make them more adoptable. That being said, of course, I'm willing my 2 dogs, Moopsie and Poopsie, my sprawling $17 million estate,
Oh, my.
along with an additional $500,000 for dog walking, pooper scooping, and bow ties. And finally, to my 2 loving children, I will my vast array of suspenders, tie tacks, and cufflinks. You know, they're with it. As far as my fortune goes, I want all my millions cremated right along with me. Yeah, I earned it on this earth, and I'm taking it with me when I leave this earth. I'm glad I got on this. You know, until recently, had I croaked, my ex-wife would have gotten it all. But now when I crool, she's going to be kicking herself for divorcing me because she ain't getting back crap, baby.
Okay.
Except for the cremated remains of my pal, Ernest Borgnine. Party on, Ernest, my brother. Hey, guys, I got to run. I just heard an alarm go off on my pacemaker. That's the 3rd time this morning. I don't know. It's probably the gardener microwaving another bagel. I'm Larry King. See you on the tour, gang. Give me a call when you get there, will you?
Stay away from the microwave, Larry. I think it'll set off your pacemaker, man. I didn't know you had Borgnine's ashes.
I didn't either. Who knew?
That's good to know. Party on, Ernest Borgnine.
Party honored.
Reno Collier, do you know the number of the PT boat that Ernest Borgnine captained as Quentin McHale in McHale's Navy?
Why would you?
Okay.
No.
There's no reason.
You're a person.
It was PT-73. Do you know the number of the PT boat that John F. Kennedy piloted during
Allegedly.
World War II?
No.
You're kidding me.
No.
And you call yourself an American?
I do.
Okay. I don't know why. That should be on any exam.
109?
PT 109.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
They do a great great movie with Cliff Robertson. Oh, God.
That's where the movie goes.
Coconut shell.
The Coconut Shell, that's It's amazing. He wrote a message for a very brave man. I don't care about your politics, but it's a true story. Never mind. I'd be ashamed to admit I didn't know that. Let's see now. Christy Lee at her base, her post.
Yeah.
The Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. Give us the teaser,
Where
Christy.
my money is happy. We have a guy busted for drinking while driving a lawnmower, a lost dog, found and reunited with his family after 14 years.
It's the second one of those we've had. And
Wow.
Yeah.
that dog.
Isn't it awkward at that point?
Get him home. Get him home quick.
Hey.
We have news from NASA. Yeah. And, we had a class ring lost 47 years ago, reunited with someone. So, yeah.
Oh,
I know it was somebody jogging.
jumping jacks incident.
Yep. Dorothy's been jogging again. They call her Dot.
Yeah.
When we come
Put
back.
Grandma on the trampoline. She treasure falls
Fall
out.
out. Yeah.
I think our work is done. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Thank
Your
you very
mom.
much. Thank you very much. That's Chick McGee. Once again, the Bob and Tom Show, our maturity goes to die.
Oh, huh?
There you go. Let's see. There's Ace Cosby, our engineer. Flannel shirt number 1 is Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Flannel shirt number 2 is Reno Collier.
Tablecloth shirt number 1.
Pat Godwin's over there.
When you got to get that back to Poe, folks.
Hey, say what you want. They have a great cafe.
Am I
loved
bleeding?
I love Poe, folks.
And there we have Christy Lee.
I'm telling on
here I am.
Pat. I'm telling on Pat.
What do you
The
do?
Navy
What'd I
Federal
do?
Credit Union news desk. What's going on? This is
Pat
Tom's.
says he refuses to do a song today. He doesn't feel funny.
Yeah.
And I we just wrote
That's
you
what
one
you
called
said.
the Ambien Can.
Yeah, we winged it. She has an article coming up that I know you want a song on.
And he doesn't have one.
Who can go to rehab?
Who can go to
time and time
rehab?
again?
Time and time again.
The Patty Man can.
There you go.
You too.
I know. I'm sorry.
I sure
I'm just trying
can.
to.
We were in
deflect from
rehab
me.
together.
You keep trying, Patty. It'll stick. It'll stick.
That's right. Don't quit trying to
Should
quit.
be an AA.
I'd watch a reality show called Pat and Reno in Rehab.
It's actually
It's actually really funny.
my mom's filming it.
Pat, Reno, and Reno. Yeah. They go to Reno. And
Oh.
Pat and Reno are doing some live shows together. This is very confusing. They'll be
Why
in.
is it confusing?
Well, because you see this list of shows, these top
Yeah?
4 they were all moved.
Oh.
So these these 3 here. Cincinnati, Ohio, at the Redmore, Thursday, March 5th. The 6th, it's Louisville at Diamonds Concert Hall. Then it's March 7th, that's Saturday in Evansville.
Man,
Yes, sir.
not to be missed.
At the Ramada.
Two great
And
guys.
then you're in Cape Girardeau, is that correct? Reno?
Yeah.
And then-
After John, am I after you or before?
Yeah,
you?
I looked at the calendar for the Laughing Gas Comedy Club, and yes, you are on.
Yes. I'm after.
We were talking with Reno about his good friend Larry the Cable Guy. You refer to him as Cable Guy.
Yeah.
When you're his
whatever.
friend, you can just call him Cable Guy.
Yeah.
He has a famous catchphrase.
Yeah.
Get her done.
You're gonna do this.
Yes,
I'm
going
ready.
to do this. Because I was asking if you had ever tried one, Reno, and you said that you tried to develop one, which was it
Put some ham on that thing. I yelled out various.
put some ham on that thing, which did not work.
No, it actually made me look like I was psychotic. Like I just yelled out weird stuff in between my jokes.
And then, Pat, did you say you tried one for a while?
Yeah, I would do impressions of, let's say, Tom Petty or the Neil Diamond, and I would just say, just do it. That's a lyric. I would go Bob Dylan, and I would just my catchphrase was "That's a lyric," and it lasted about a week.
Gotcha.
That's a lyric.
Hey, Tom. Catchphrase was that's a lyric.
I had a T-shirt.
Oh, wow.
For a week.
That's putting the cart before the
See,
horse.
the catchphrase was that's a lyric.
That's
Bobby Dylan sounds like this. That's a lyric. Yeah, no laughs.
Not even here. And we're trying. Okay.
no, we're not.
Oh my God.
Who's the guy that was on Barney Miller? What was the name of that?
Abe Vigoda.
No, the tall guy.
The comedian?
Yeah.
Steve
Steve Landisberg.
Yeah.
He had a famous bit about James Brown. He'd go, wow! And then he'd go, he wrote that.
That's funny. Funnier than what I had.
But now, so we were trying to, Josh, you had attempted to do the one, you want to explain what yours was, the catchphrase?
Oh, no, I don't have a catchphrase so much as I just reiterate that I'm half fat.
And you want to explain that to Reno?
Sure, I've got a wide upper body and my legs are gorgeous. They're very thin.
They are gorgeous.
Yeah, nice caps.
I'm a half
Beautiful
fat.
ankles. God.
Yes, thank you.
I would love to have ankles like yours.
It's an unusual body shape, and he uses the two.
Unusual body shape.
It is, yeah.
He
I think you're
underscores
perfect
it.
just the way you are.
No, and he's taking ownership of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And he says some of us, and then it's very nice. I think it's very good. Now, we asked the audience if they could maybe help you come up with a catchphrase. Oh, my God. Here we go. And this also ties into something we were talking about earlier, which was the most famous phrases in movies.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And someone has combined one of the most famous phrases in movies with a possible catchphrase for you.
For me. Okay.
And I would like to salute this person for coming up with this.
Oh, boy.
I'll tell you his name in just a second. But the catchphrase, Josh, would be, may the fork be with you. So now you are we are working on your new show called Learn How to Eat.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I can't say it the way to go ahead, say it.
Learn how to eat.
There you go.
Yeah.
Learn how to eat.
Right.
With where Josh, for example, would get a pizza and show you the proper way to eat a pizza. Now, Christy would eat a slice of pizza how?
With a knife and fork.
Learn how to eat.
See?
Yeah.
Got it. See how this works.
And I usually get it
full.
plain. And speaking of that, I'm sorry, I don't want to.
Plain pizza. Okay. Well, by the way, I can't give the full name of this person.
Why?
But because it's I don't want to give away his email, but the word never. I can't.
No, don't. If you can't, don't.
You know who you are. It's very humorous. There's a numeral in there and a couple of other phrases.
Did you see the latest Burger King? What are they trying to do? It's
Like
a
food
rollout
item,
in
or?
New Zealand where they're experimenting with the all French fry sandwich.
Oh.
Was it just French fries between a bun? Or
Yep,
between...
French fries between a bun. That's exactly right. With ketchup and mayonnaise.
Sounds terrible.
Wait a minute.
Why?
Hold it. That sounds great.
Why not throw a patty in there, though?
Well, they did that back in 2013 in the States.
Sure, I
they
remember
tried that, but
Oh, they did?
now they're doing it in New Zealand
With pattyless.
with just the French fries.
That
Okay.
king they have makes me nervous.
Yeah, he's untrustworthy.
Just kind of, yeah.
I got on an airplane on Sunday with two kids wearing the crowns.
Did you
Made me
really?
laugh. They were so serious.
Yeah.
king.
Would you eat all French fry sandwich?
Sure. Yeah.
Would you?
Oh, that's so stupid. Like that's like it's like when you get a BLT, it tastes like the last bite of a hamburger when there's no meat left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love a BLT. I got a
I love a
BLT.
BLT too. But if you go to a restaurant and you have the BLT or the bacon lettuce hamburger, it's the same price. And all they did is leave the burger off of it. It's like,
That's a
just
good
give
point.
it to me for the point of I want to get more out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And mayonnaise is gross. Like
It is
mayonnaise
gross.
is good, just a little bit on bread. But
No.
scoops of mayonnaise are the nastiest thing that's ever happened.
Mayonnaise is the grossest thing ever.
A little goes a long way, I'd
Can't
say.
agree. Yeah.
Ugh.
Try get the next time you go to a restaurant, get the salmon BLT.
I've had that. It's
That
delicious.
is very good.
That's
That
really
is
good.
Salmon BLT?
Sounds terrible.
SBLT.
I don't know.
It's delicious.
It is delicious.
Really?
No, that's right. Oh yeah. The BLT has come a long way.
I wouldn't think to put bacon on my salmon.
Then there's the LGBLT cube.
Sure. That's for everybody. Yeah.
Anybody
And
can
then
eat
there's
it.
the curious, whether you want to order it or not. And then,
Right. A lot of colleges serve that. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, very good. Christy, can I have the teaser,
I
please?
thought it was very good.
that was fine.
We have armed gang stealing toilet paper rolls in Hong Kong. We have a Rembrandt knockoff that turns out to maybe be real. And we
Remy.
have construction workers who have come across a gold mine, so to speak.
Okay.
They were
And NASA's got a snowman.
Thanks.
really.
NASA, the snowman.
Now you
on,
got,
write
okay.
it.
We didn't do the story yet.
I know,
gonna
but
do it.
You've got
You
10
have a-
minutes to figure it out.
Oh, you got this, Pat. You're great at this.
I'll do it.
Ambien can. How about the snowman can?
You got this, Pat. We have all the confidence in the world in you.
On the count of three, say hi, Pat.
Hi, Pat.
Hi, Pat.
Sounds like I'm at a meeting.
Oh, you remember that sound?
That's what we're going for.
Watch the entire show live or on demand with the Bob and Tom VIP All Access Pass. Listen live with the Bob and Tom app and make sure to visit bobandtomstore.com. Tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.